Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Todd Said This, the YouTube version. We're here to give views and news of pop culture. In case you didn't hear from the podcast. And first things first, we're going to kick it off with Chris Rock and his Netflix special, Selective Outrage, which spoke volume. And it was just one of the most extravagant stand-up specials I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he spoke on the whole Will Smith Oscar debacle, why he didn't hit back. And if you didn't remember, he said that he had parents and they told him never to fight in front of white people. So that's a message that should be sent out towards every black person in America, unless you get paid for it. I mean, you get the idea, how you do like boxing, wrestling, MMA fighting. But I mean, and the whole day was in Baltimore, so it's like you can expect quite so much things from that city. And when Chris Rock took over, it was just bananas, and he took over that stage like it was nobody's business, just like he always does. I mean, it was just something about it that just got me thinking. When he said that one of the things that you can do to get attention is to be a victim, and we all know how that goes. You know, you get recognized for it, you get backlash for it, whatever. And there's another thing that he said, get attention is to marry a Kardashian. I mean, when he said that, I'm like, well, of course. I mean, I already got somebody, so that's out for me. But for those single, I mean, you never know. I mean, they're a good catch. So on that note, you can catch Selected Outrage on Netflix, which is now streaming. You know, we got Roku showing their own line of televisions. I mean, not that is they partnered up with the ones that they partnered up with on iSense, TCL, Westinghouse, whatever. I'm talking about their own TVs. I mean, one thing for sure, I mean, you can never go wrong with those type of TVs. I mean, I got one myself. So here's what I recommend. You know, even those who have Google TV, Fire TV, and, and so on and so forth. Roku TV is life changing. It will open your eyes to new horizons. And with that being said, I'll go to the next topic, which is all about Ben Sanders, as you may know from Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World, who's about to run for Congress. And I believe that when a man like Ben, I mean, he can make it happen. I mean, you was already an actor. And he had a brother who's also an actor, amongst other things. And soon enough, I mean, you could go for president. I mean, only one can dream. So we used to win on that, and his castmates had their own podcast called Pod Meets World, which I've been seeing throughout the past week, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, you got Ryder Strong, you got Will Friedle, and Daniel Fishel, who besides being one of the keynote actors of that show. In which they told about all the behind the scenes and memories from the show, and they even have special guests. So you can check out Pod Meets World on YouTube or wherever you find podcasts. And you know, it is Women's History Month, and what I've touched on for this week was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was a lawyer, and now was the Supreme Court, who passed away about 3 years ago. And she made everyone believe that she was perfectly fitted for what she put her mind to. And this is also the went to Disabilities Month, and on this one we're going to talk about bipolar disorder. I mean, this is an elevated type of disorder that's just like massive. I mean, some people with this type of disorder, they're like taking time on. Like you never know what actions they'll show until it blows up in your face. From my experience with people who had that type of disorder. Anyway, that about does it for this installment of Todd Said This. You catch this on YouTube. And for those who haven't subscribed to my page, you can do that right now. You can also like and leave a comment down below. And you can also catch me on the bread table, which is coming up later today. So as my brother and brother-in-law gets it together. And we also have coming up starting April 1st through the 30th, the password puzzle challenge, which for those of you who remember Super Password and Password Plus, or the latest version of Password, this involves 5 words surrounded by a common theme. And all you got to do is find out what they have in common. And, there's a surprise involved. And I'll give you a hint about it. It's something that you can, take your time throughout your schedule. You know what I mean? So don't miss it. Get your thinking caps ready because it is going to be such a fun experience. And for those of you who missed out on how the game goes, it goes like this. Or how do I determine the score? Here's the thing. Now, every 6 days throughout the month, I give y'all a new puzzle. And on the first days with 300 points, and it decreases by 50 points by each day. Like second day, 250. Third day, 200. Fourth day, 150. Fifth day, 100. And sixth day, 50. And we'll start over the next 6 days until the 30th. So be on the lookout. Go to my Facebook page on April 1st through the 30th. Get in on the fun. Put your minds to it. That's what God gave y'all minds for. You know what I'm saying? Exercise them, build them, all that stuff. And you can catch me on social media. You can catch on Facebook. It's my full name, Todd Alvin Summers. You can check out my Instagram at Todd803 Forever, Twitter at Todd2D Summers, Snapchat D Summers 34, and I want to make a correction on my TikTok. It is Todd Allen Summers 4. That's Todd Allen Summers and the number 4. All right. Well, until then, bye for now. And like I always say, we are all one.